This was supposed to be a report about another day of training of the Foreign Legion of the DIU, also known as GUR. Almost nothing too excited for a war journalist. But sometimes it happens that in search of silver you find gold.
Just during our time here, we stumbled upon the craziest Medevac unit. It's called Med Team Alpha, and now they're practicing the RPG shots from their quad. The point is that they don't want to waste their time while waiting for casualties. They want to kill Russians. So that's what they're learning to do.
Yeah, so I'm call sign Sid, and I'm currently a soldier in the International Legion DIU. And yeah, I'm on Mad Team Alpha, which is a medic slash rocket team.
And how does it work, medic slash rocket?
It's an interesting capability that formed last year due to some capability gaps. We started off as like medics attaching into teams, providing like on-the-ground medical support for teams, and it kind of turned into us turning into a fire support role as well, and being able to split the team and be able to do two roles at once. As a unit, we definitely needed to recruit more people, grow our size a little bit, so and it's always good to do training, even in war, because you can never be good enough.
But you were mentioning you were excited to go back. Why?
Yeah, I'm not a fan of training. I like doing the actual job. It's a necessary evil, training. Yeah, it kind of feels like Groundhog Day, waking up, train, back to sleep, wake up, train. On the front line, it's a bit more dynamic and chaotic, and that's what I came here to do.
David, don't put it on the ground.
The problem is the round is not getting in.
There.
Yep, that's interesting.
Alright, you're clear now.
I hope it doesn't blow in my face now.
Nah, you'll be right. Go.
That wasn't
Nailed
hit,
it.
right?
You nailed it.
Let's go.
Hot rod.
Hot rod?
Hot rod. Yeah.
Okay. What does that mean? Because like everyone's laughing and I don't know.
Oh, it's just like it's just a nickname. There's a movie called Hot Rod, and like.
Well, you didn't serve in the army back in the States, right?
Nope.
So, how was this transfer for you from civilian life to full-on war?
It was okay. Not bad. There's obviously some differences, but I grew up around guns, grew up shooting, all that kind of stuff, and being surrounded by people who were in their respective countries' militaries has really helped me. And even like here, I really like our team does a little more like direct action stuff with the rockets, as you've seen. But I, for my part, basically just stay on the medical side. Mm-hmm. So doing combat medicine, casualty collection points, CASEVAC, that kind of thing.
What would you say to the people that want to come join the training, the fighters? Mm-hmm. What would be their doom? What would be your do's and don'ts for them?
Do's, try and make contacts, but be physically fit first. That's the biggest thing. A lot of people come over and they're not in good shape, even if they have prior experience and all different things. Like you definitely have to be in shape to come here. If you don't have prior military background, have some sort of skill that you can use. So either go get trained in medicine, go to EMT or paramedic or whatever you do in your respective country. Learn how to use drones. take TCCC courses, all that kind of thing. Yeah. Don't come out of here. Don't come here with the expectation that you're gonna be some kind of like hero or like, you know, doing a lot. You'll have a very small part in the war, but you know, that part still needs to be played. But anyone who comes and thinks they're gonna be some kind of big Navy SEAL operator or something like that, that's just stay home. That's not how it works here. So.
Roach from Philadelphia is the newest member of Med Team Alpha. Due to security reasons, we won't show his face. He was an officer in the US Army for 6 years and then spent 2 years working as a nurse to gain the necessary medical experience.
I felt like that combined with my military experience and deployment history would help make me an asset here. So then I came over a couple months ago.
How does our war is different from anything that you've experienced?
The entirety of my career in the military was, my profession was with counterinsurgency. So we're focusing on asymmetric warfare and terrorist insurgents. Here we are the smaller force fighting a country that's invading this land. So the level of armament and the volume of actual firepower and manpower being employed on both the fronts is 10 or 12 times the magnitude of anything any American war on terror veteran would have seen.
Grizzly from Canada was in the French Foreign Legion and now is the leader of the Med Team Alpha.
Been fighting for quite a long time. What do you do personally to keep your mind clear, I don't know, focused?
It's difficult because I think it's something that you either have or you don't. When I get into a firefight, when I get shelled, the thinking part of my brain turns off and I'm just in working mode. Like, okay, I'm working now. And like fear and uncertainty and all that just isn't there because like half of my brain just is not on at that moment. Not everyone has that. Some people deal with it differently. That's just how it is for me personally, and that's how I deal with it. Is it the best way? I don't know, but it works for me.
What about tiredness? It's wearing off drastic.
Yeah, not gonna lie, I'm pretty tired. It's been 2 years. This is definitely my last war. Once this one's over, I'm gonna settle down somewhere in Ukraine and live a quiet life. But take breaks, you know. Don't be afraid to reach out to your friends and higher command that if, you know, at any point, you know, I'm burning out. Happens to all of us. Everyone's got to take a break sometimes. It's really too much to be doing constantly. So.
Have you been home since?
I go back to Canada once a year. I could do it more often, but the travel time is just too much to me. I can't bring myself to spend 18 hours on a plane more than once a year.
Yep. What is, like, how does it feel coming back home, like to the peaceful Canada, from war-torn Ukraine?
It's weird. Obviously, in a lot of ways, I feel more at home here in Ukraine, just, you know, with the people who life is an everyday struggle out here because there's the war. I go back to Canada and people, you know, they have complaints and stuff, but to me, a lot of the things that people complain about in the West are really irrelevant in the grand scheme of things. You're not being bombed, your life isn't being threatened every single day. And it's just a bit weird to adjust to that because that is how it should be. That is how life should be. You should not have to wake up every day and fear bombardments, but it is what it is.
At the moment, Med Team Alpha is back on the front line. The guys are in constant need for donations and are now recruiting people. If you want to support them by donations or by joining the unit, check out the caption under this video for details.